live. What is up, my
What's
friends?
going on?
Welcome.
Kevin Symons here. Kevin Symons here. Councilman Bill Dexhart from Parks and Recreation. Sexy Dexy.
There you go.
And this is Sexy Robbie.
Now, Rob Fury here, talent relations specialist of Streamy.com. And I usually introduce, but he didn't need to. But I'm going to do it again.
I'll be ready.
The man with the goatee that's sharper than a knife. The man that wakes up that says yes and all day long.
That's all I say. Yes and cereal. Yes and juice. Yes.
And the man that just doesn't know how to stop having controversy after controversy after controversy.
Scandal after scandal.
The Councilman Bill Dexhart.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Symons.
Thank you. Yes, I do have this now. I guess Sexy Dexy had to grow it to stay incognito, so he doesn't get recognized anymore. Scandals. Yes, it's great to be here. It's great to be here. So, this is fun.
Yeah, well, it's fun to have you here. We have the fun calm music in the background. Let me read. I don't know why it sounds like
it's the park. It's the Parks and Recreation theme, technically, isn't that right?
Technically,
ish.
Oh,
it was. I think that's played already.
I didn't even play the video yet. I know. We see it in this one
ads
because it was 10 seconds before we started the stream, and then I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Oh my god!" So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on.
Here we go. The theme from the. Isn't this exciting? This is riveting, folks. Isn't this exciting?
There you go.
Thank you. Best Friends Whenever, also a great show.
Oh,
I do.
So that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. So
DJ.
Besides Parks and Rec,
yes.
What other projects would you say that you really just enjoy? You had a blast in.
I had a blast there. I loved playing Dr. Bill Evil on Henry Danger. That was so much fun. Some people are friends of their saying comments about Henry Danger. I loved, I was on iCarly. That was a blast. Ooh. People still know me from iCarly. And then, of course, Best Friends Whenever, which was my series where I played Dad. Norm, in Best Friends Whenever, was a Disney series. So we did 2 seasons of that.
It's 2 different Disney series that you just
I am telling you, I do Disney.
Were you a Musketeer?
I was not a Musketeer. But I will tell you, I did audition for the new Musketeers when that was the new Musketeers years ago when I was a kid. Oh. They were going all over the country and trying to find the new Musketeers.
So you were competing with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears and all that.
Exactly. This is pre-Justin and Britney. Oh yeah. Is there a pre-Justin and Britney?
I thought they were the Musketeers.
They were the late ones. This was. We've done several incarnations.
You see, I did not. Yeah.
So you're just a youngster. And,
ladies and gentlemen, I was born in '85. I'm not that young. I am not that young at all.
Yeah, but yes, I've done a lot of Disney shows. Very, very blessed to do that, and a lot of other TV stuff too. And I love it. I play a lot of dads. I love playing dads.
Well, you have this
and then I play a lot of dads, and then ironically, I played this sex-starved city councilman who was always getting caught in sex scandals. So it's really strange.
So you basically played a California dad.
California dad. Right into him. Right letters to him, not me.
No, but that's
not me. He said it.
I didn't. But I'm not a dad.
Okay, well
we're good. So all right. So I know that you have. So there you go. You do have some great comedian time, which I certainly love. And
Thank you.
And it was so funny because it's growing up within this time because it was The Office and it was Parks and Rec. And you never liked both. You liked either one or the other.
Is that true?
Yeah. Because I was a Parks and Rec fan, and all my friends were like, "Oh no, The Office is better." I'm like, they're both funny. Like, no, The Office is better. I'm like, but they're both funny.
Really funny.
No, but I'm like, all right, so I can't talk to you then. So I can't talk.
And it's the same style that Talking Heads, the interview, the documentary style. It was the same thing. I was in love with The Office, and then I started watching Parks and Rec first season, and I was like, this is great. And then I got on the show in the second season.
You're like, heck
and I'm like, this is really good now.
See, I thought that Parks and Rec actually started off faster and more sharp, like tongues and stuff like that.
Right.
A lot of people are like, oh yeah, it was a little slow because Leslie Knope's love interest just didn't work with it, and then the next season, But I was just like, compare that to the first season of The Office. Like The Office was slow. This was just like
boom,
right off the bat. You're like, oh my god, who are these weird people? This is cool.
Well, because they worked the bugs out with The Office, I guess, and then they just applied it all for Parks and Rec. And I'll tell you something, Parks and Rec got more popular when it did get on Netflix and all that sort of thing. And especially during the pandemic, I noticed a lot of people. A lot more people have discovered it. Yeah.
That's surprising.
And there are people that have watched. I've run into people that have watched it 20, 30 times, the whole series.
I've watched it 7.
7?
Yeah.
You're slacking.
Okay, like literally, if I show him the tattoos of all the IPs that I have on me, I'm not slacking. I'm catching up. Okay, I'm catching up. Just slightly catching up.
That's awesome, Rob.
But no, that is. I think that's pretty awesome because I had never like you have shows like you say Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
Like when they're on the air, they didn't get that much like press, but yet again when they're off the air, then they got so much. But I felt that Parks and Rec right off the bat, it was just a banger, and it was just fun.
It was. But if you, I don't know if you remember, it was almost canceled after the second season. It was. And the fans loved it.
Is it because you brought too much sex appeal?
Too much sex appeal.
Listen, this Kevin Symons man,
I was thinking,
it's too much for my child.
I just came on this show. Am I a show killer?
No, it's like, oh my God, is he Batman nippling through his shirts? Get out of here!
I love that they kept it going. The NBC kept it going, and then it just, it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And yeah, it's great. And now I've done podcasts for the show because all these great people. All these great people that are watching right now. But I've done podcasts. There are people that just love. There's so much, and I mean, The Office has the same thing. Tons of podcasts about the show, and again, I think it's gotten more and more popular, and that's a lot to do with Netflix. I mean, for a while, Netflix was, but the number one show was like Friends, and then The Office, and then Parks and Rec. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because the moment I know I cried when we lost Friends, I was like, really? And then, but I never got upset about Parks and Recs because
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I keep saying Parks and Recs.
And Rex was a great guy.
Yeah.
He only did one season, but they did the show after him, which was interesting.
This guy knows how to yes man. All right. So okay. We have to talk about your comedy background.
Okay.
This is some short ton of stuff. Like, what is your comedy background? Like, where did you go to school? Because this is some fun stuff.
I went to a fabulous school called Cal State Fullerton. All the Titans out there, Cal State Fullerton, and I was a theater major. And that's kind of, I started kind of molding into the comedic field. I mean, just kind of, I was drawn to comedy. Mm-hmm. Then I studied at Improv Olympic, IO West, which is where I did improv. They are now gone, and it's unfortunate.
That's in IO.
Did you really? Yeah, the original.
That's the original?
So, that's where Amy Poehler was. That's where Amy was. She did New York.
Okay, there you go.
Started. All right. So
Yes. And I did Second City.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
I see. Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Because the moment I moved out here, they're like, oh yeah, go to school, you have fun. I'm like, I'm thinking about Second City, Hollywood. I'm like, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, then IO, that's awesome.
It is awesome. And then I've done a lot of hour-long drama television shows, but in the past several years, it just seemed to be comedy after comedy after comedy, which
it's good.
I am not complaining.
You have good comedic timing. That's the thing, and it's like you can't. You know what? Don't fix it if it ain't broken. If it ain't broken, that's right. Because literally, right before this, literally watching a compilation on the Parks and Recreation's YouTube.
Yeah.
Of Councilman Bill Deckard.
Yeah.
And damn.
Well, the thing about Deckard is that the more outrageous he got, the more popular he got.
Yeah.
And in the episode Second Chance that Amy Poehler wrote, by the way, which was a great scandal for me. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Again, she's phenomenal, by the way. But
I have her audiobook.
Oh yeah, I did too. Isn't it great?
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she wrote this, and it was another scandal, and one of the characters says, it doesn't matter. Whenever he gets in a scandal, he gets voted in again, and you're higher in the election. More people vote for him when he's in a scandal than not.
Well, doesn't it like mirror our own politics?
Yes.
He's like, absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
It absolutely does.
Like my favorite part was when he did this skit in like the town hall, and he
has the wig on, the Dexter wig.
I was like, oh man, this is great.
And she's saying all these outrageous things that he's been saying, and it actually follows exactly what Dexter's doing.
I love that.
But it's as outrageous as it was. You're right. I mean, politics today, it's kind of knocking that stuff out. Hi, Donna. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
And
Anyway,
don't forget, go to streaming.com/Kevin Symons and go get your prints. Don't forget, his store is going to be open all of the day.
Yeah.
Please. As
and I have, you know what else I got? I got this. I don't know if do people use DVDs anymore, but I got the whole collection. I can sign this too. And this is the fabulous Pawnee book.
That's just
written by our wonderful Leslie Knope.
Why don't we have you here more? Oh, that is so awesome.
And there is a photo of me in here, so you never know.
Yeah. Do we have that in your store?
Yeah, it's on my page.
Oh, damn
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Okay.
While they last.
Yeah, because people do actually do DVDs.
They do.
I
have it at home.
Yeah, I have not gotten a box set in a long time. The last box set was the what are you laughing?
No.
It's actually the Blu-ray.
That's not strange.
Well, I have the 2010, the 2005 set.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I got the original. Like, I need to see it. I have a tattoo of it.
You really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Me and my ex-wife at our first year anniversary, together almost 10 years, we got married tattoo. Now I'm like, you stuck with that, brother.
Yeah, you are. That's the thing about tattoo.
Yeah, it's like it's forever.
Your tattoo lasted longer than marriage, but it's
my family.
Battlestar Galactica was a great show. It was good.
It is. And you know what other show was great? Parks and Recreation. And can you please, since we have it over here,
I love this shot.
Tell us what this shot is about.
This is Amy Poehler and yours truly. Leslie Knope. And this is just after she has done the sketch at the Christmas party, the Pawnee Christmas party.
After,
And then I asked to meet, or Dexhart asked to meet her, and says, "How did you? I want to know how you found out about the scandal that's about to break," which is literally every single thing that she has just said in the Christmas thing. And it's like he wants to know who told her, whether it's one of the he was in the closet with not one but four, or was it? I think it was 4 or 5 different nurses in a broom closet having sex, and then he also had sex with a woman who has
It's a broom closet. There's no room.
He said, he said always also having sex with a woman who was having a liver transplant. He says, "Who told you? Was it the liver lady?" But this is taken at a booth at Baroni's restaurant. I guess I'll make a plug for the restaurant in Valley Glen out here in Los Angeles. Italian restaurant. Been there for a long time, and that's a little thing. If you ever want to go and check out, I think it's booth number 3. This is a great scene. Amy was amazing to work with because we did a lot of improv stuff.
Dude, trust me, I would love to have you two a case of like Smirnoff ices.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my old ass is not drinking on. And just improv and just everything.
Yeah, I mean, when I was, because we would do something called, we would do takes as written, and then we'd loosen it up a little bit, more. And then Amy did a thing. She loved every scene. We would do something called a fun run. I'm sure a lot of people know about this. And it was completely improvised. The entire scene. We kind of go with the story, but it was completely improvised.
Yeah, you have a structure. You just riff it.
And I would be, cocky and try to get in my little singers, my couple little bits. And then I would just, after a while, just sit back and I'd watch Amy Poehler and like John Glazer and, oh my, Chris Pratt. I mean, just go. And I was like, I'm getting out of the way.
So, all right, so you were there before Chris Pratt became
Chris Pratt, massive.
So was he as funny from the time you saw him? Because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Eddie Dwyer got funnier later on. But was he as funny from the beginning?
From the first moment I started working on that show, he was hilarious. And he would come up with improv lines that we would improvise a lot. They wouldn't keep a lot of it, but they kept some of what he would do because they were so clever and so funny. And he was so quick. He really was just so fast. And it was quite amazing. And that character was so schlubby at first, and then he just became so charming and wonderful and sweet, I thought.
Yeah. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do is go to streaming.com/Kevin Symons, because you need to what? Treat yourself!
Treat yourself!
Oh, God.
Greta and Aziz. They're so awesome.
I almost all right, so I want to know, has there been like a Parks and Rec cast reunion?
Yeah, we did. There was a big one at the Paley Fest, which is a TV. They do it's held at where they do the Oscars.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's based on all television. They'll bring in an entire cast of television shows, and we did. It was the 10-year anniversary of the very first season, and they brought everybody together on the big stage there. And Patton Oswalt was the moderator. And I went. I wasn't on stage, but I went, and I got to see everybody, and it was a huge party afterwards. And speaking of Chris Pratt, who I'm a huge star now, and I remember staying with him. I was like, "Hey, Chris, Kevin Symons, comes up, gives me a big old bear hug. How are you, man? How you doing?" I mean, just so nice, so down to earth, so great.
That's what I love, because I'm a New Yorker,
okay,
right, and going through New York, Chicago, now I'm in LA, and I've learned it's like the people that are with you from the beginning, if they're real people, when either you make it big and they make it big, it's the same real people. From the moment it doesn't change, just
every single person on that show was so incredibly good. People ask me all the time. I said it was the best set. It was like being with family that you actually like.
Hashtag, we're not going to talk about the other ones.
Somebody asked here if I liked working on
Yes,
Danger and iCarly. I did. I loved it. Also great shows.
Yeah, how was it working on iCarly?
It was so much fun. I played the owner of a Deka shoes, and these tennis shoes would just blow up and not work. And so I was. Kids will watch this stuff over and over and over and over again. I was in Italy, waiting in line to see the statue. I'm waiting in line, and these 3 teenage girls in front of me, and they turn around and go, "Is this you? You and iCarly? Is this the Deka shoe guy?" I was like, "Yes." How on earth?
Yeah.
So we love that show. People loved iCarly, and it's back on again, or it was back on. Although I haven't been asked back. I think it's time.
So, question,
yes,
within the acting
yes
process. So, when you were auditioning for Parks and Rec,
yes,
and when you were auditioning for iCarly,
yes,
did you know that you specifically auditioning for those roles?
Yes,
for that project, or was it under a code name like Parks and Rec was fish and chips?
No. Fish and chips. Now you made me hungry. Fish and chips. No, it was. I went in, and that's the thing about Dexark. It was a one and done. I was hired for a show called Practice Date, which is where he got involved in the scandal, and and they all try to find out some dish about each other, all the other characters, because based on him getting caught in the scandal where he was having sex in a cave in Brazil. Yeah, who doesn't?
How's that a scandal? It's a cave in Brazil. If it was, I can understand if it was at a nurse's footstep,
Yes.
and the nurse is like the prime minister of the government, like the president of
Right.
like Nicaragua. Then I get it, but it's a cave.
Hey,
Let the man be. It's in a
Echoes.
Neanderthal. It's
it
echoes.
must be insane, right?
You
Not
went another
diseases.
level. I'm like, okay, cool.
But anyway, yeah, it was supposed to just be one episode, and then they called me to do Christmas Scandal, and then 4 seasons out of it.
And it all because you shined in your first. That's literally come on, like I'm an actor as well, nowhere near you, but no, literally nowhere near you. I'm literally starting, but I've seen that a lot of talent like feel like, oh yeah, you wanted me for one thing, and they're like they really like me, and I clicked with the cast, so they're like they brought me in as a recurring, and that is a testament to your craft and you saying, hey, I have this one great opportunity, I'm going to bang it out.
Thank you.
Councilman style.
Thank you. That's very nice. I approach every role as I was trained, which is professional and really looking at every beat, every moment, and going and being able to adapt. With directors, and they want to change things. Amy was giving me stuff in this scene alone, and we were really ripping off each other. I got out of that day and I was like, this is incredible. This is like the best day of my life.
Don't pay me anything.
No,
I'm good.
well, I
I'm
wouldn't
good.
go that far.
Wait, I got it. Work.
Anyway, should we
Yes, let us.
I want to thank the Alawadi family for ordering this beautiful photo here.
And it says, can you write the Pawnee Sun headline?
Sexy Dexy strikes again. Sexy Dexy strikes again. Absolutely. So let me see here. I guess this will be pretty good, right?
That one, let me see. So hold on.
I think this will be good because it's dark.
We do have a silver on that one. Yeah, we have a silver. We have the gold.
I think silver's probably good.
We have a yellow. These are paint markers.
Let's do this.
Yep, go for it.
Let's go here.
Excellent. Oh, the music. Oh, sexy, yeah. And don't forget to the Alawadi.
I will do that too.
You're like, I'm waiting for the longest thing to do. You're like, I'm gonna have to look at everything.
Exactly.
No, but oh my gosh, like literally this, we're almost up to 25 minutes right now. Like this has been yeah, this is
flying by.
This is what happens when you're hanging out with Rob Fury, the talent relations specialist here at streaming.com, and you're hanging out with such a man that is not only funny but charming and talented. I'm talking about him now.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought that person was going to be here in a minute. I think there's somebody else coming.
No,
oh, it's me?
It was
oh,
you.
Wow. That's so nice. Alawadi, right?
Yes.
Make sure I spell it right.
And ladies and gentlemen, me and Kevin have a brand new show coming out very soon.
Yes.
It's called Vanilla and Chocolate.
My 2 favorite flavors.
And together,
taste great together.
Together we make mud. So, coming to Freeform next summer. He's a black guy. He's a handsome white guy. They're hilarious. Together they are chocolate and vanilla.
That's it. Look at that. Okay, here we go.
Show it to the second camera as well.
There we go.
Look at that.
Family. Sexy strikes again.
Oh, we like that.
Son.
Look at that. And I'm gonna show it to the second camera right there, so you can see that. Look at that. Look at that. The second camera. We got the front camera. Oh yeah.
This is a full service studio, isn't it?
Technically, yeah, but we don't supply any of the Councilman Deckhart massages though.
Oh, I'm out of here. That was in my contract. I thought.
No, that was in Deckhart.
Oh, I see. I love this. The decor back here.
Oh yeah,
it's very mellow. I like this.
Yeah,
it's gonna hang here.
Yeah, we could. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna turn the stream off, and we're just gonna play.
Okay. Thanks, Rob.
No, but seriously though, I definitely want to say thank you for coming into the
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen that are watching out there, don't forget you can always go and get your prints at streaming.com/Symons because if you're not doing,
I will definitely do more of these, and there's other photos in there from other shows, like Henry Danger.
Yeah, well,
you Henry Danger fans out
we will
there.
be getting Henry Danger.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, well, before we end, don't forget, plug them and tell them where they can find you on social media.
Oh, yes, I'm at the Kevin Symons on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all those fun things. I also have the Kevin Symons channel on YouTube, which has all my Dex Heart stuff on it and some messages, some public service announcement that Dex Heart did during the pandemic. And they're all on there, and I think you'll enjoy them. And some other Dex Heart stuff. Another show. The Kevin Symons, it's the Kevin Symons and the Kevin Symons channel on YouTube.
There we go. And on top of that, don't forget to go to streaming.com. Ask Kevin Symons to get your prints. Go to streaming.com to check out all the fantastic talent we have on our platform. Go to streaming.live to check out all the brand new posts of the talent that we have coming up on signing. And you can always hit up on my personal Instagram and social media at official Rob Fury to ask me any questions that you want to ask any of the talent that we have here. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say adieu and goodbye.
Bye. And goodbye. I'm live.